Hi, everybody. Welcome to Big Fish, Little Fish on a Thursday. Craig Thompson, how's your week been so far?
Well, it's been good, Michael. I managed to get out there and had a few golf balls on Tuesday afternoon. Since lockdown, that's been something I've been missing. So, yeah, could get some fresh air. And now we've got 4 days of harness racing, starting with Cambridge tonight and working through a big weekend, Michael. I think Addington tomorrow night, they've got exceptional fields.
Yeah, I've been sort of waiting, Craig, for the form to come through so I could follow it a bit. So the first couple of meetings, I was excited about the meetings themselves, but not so much the punting. Tonight at Cambridge and heading into Addington tomorrow night, I'm a lot more excited. Unusual one for us to start with for the Thursday meeting. So Cambridge race tonight, at first race at 5:21. Horse called Ulterior Motive. Unusual. He qualified by himself, which is pretty rare, but he qualified in 2:43, Craig. That would have won almost every race over 2,200 metres since we've come back from lockdown. He must be a pretty darn good horse. He's already been backed. He's in race 3 tonight. Do you think he wins?
I think potentially he's the best horse here. And what he's done at the workouts and trials suggests to me that if he does it right, I think he probably will win, Mike. My only concern about him is he's very racy. He tends to get on the nickel a bit. I think they've tried in the last couple of trials to drive him from in behind, and they've seemed to settle him down a bit. I think he's got natural gate speed to go forward. He's got a plum draw. So I think the 270 was fair. He's into 210 at the moment as we speak, prior to lunchtime on Thursday, Michael. Clear top pick. The only danger for me would probably be he's a shadow player. He went to the Franklin trials and he got... he ran third behind a couple of real nice ones, Hot and Treacherous and Marathon Man, of Quinella, the big maiden at Alexandra Park last week, Michael. So he was probably 3 or 4 lengths behind them, but he'd only have to replicate that to go a good race tonight. So I think Ulterior Motive, he does look a handy maiden, and he should be winning tonight.
Yeah, I spoke to Andrew Neal, the co-trainer and driver, last night. He said, look, it's a pretty good horse, free running, as we've both seen. He's going to try and lead tonight and win, so I think he probably will. I actually thought the Neils could back up in race 4 with Ideal Agent. I thought he would probably be improved by that run last time out where he ran second, and I thought he would also give them a chance at a double. So races 3 and 4 there. So races might
Well,
be
it's backable tonight, Michael. I think I'd rather have the $4 tonight than the $2 they were offering last week from the second row. So it looks a race where he'll go forward with Jody Doreen, who's drawn inside him, a Michael House train runner that was the winner at the workouts on Saturday. Josh Dickey aboard, got very good gate speed. So you could see those two getting off the gate, and they'll both race handy.
Okay, what did you find for tonight? Because we now had 2 Cambridges and 2 Alexandra Parks, so we're starting to get a feel for what's not just workout form, but race form, because there have been some anomalies there. There's been some horses who have been going good at the workouts who haven't turned up on race night. So what's caught your eye at Cambridge for the Thursday night meeting?
2 horses that went to Auckland last week, Michael, that I thought performed very well. First of all, Doc Holliday. I thought really got home nice in a race that didn't pan out from last week. He ran third to Major Jealous and stablemate Kerry Maguire. He gets barrier 1 tonight. He was the best sectionals out of that race last week, better than Major Jealous, better than Kerry Maguire, and had to sit 3 wide to do it. So he's drawn barrier 1 tonight. I think they'll go forward. He's $3. I'd be quite keen to take that price. If he can posse in front, I think he's the horse to beat, and I thought he was one of the better bets on the night. The other one that I'm going to tip tonight ran last of 4 in the race that was taken out by Kelly's Delight last week, and I'm referring to Red Reactor. I tweeted out on the card sectionals yesterday, running home in 54.6. When you look at Red Reactor, initially you'd say, well, gee, he was a little bit disappointing, but 2 things that caught my eye. First, he didn't get round the bends any good, Michael. Second of all, he's got the gear off tonight. He is racing 3-legged. If you go back to his form prior to COVID, all his form 3-legged was great, including workouts and trials. I think tonight, he ran home in 54.9 last week. He probably couldn't have gone any better in a sprint home, and he drops a long way in class. So 3 things: back left-handed, back in class, and back 3-legged.
I've got one to ask you about in the last race tonight, the last leg of the pick 6. It's the final countdown. I don't mind Kyle Marshall as a trainer. I think he's a good, young, aggressive driver, but I think he's doing good things as a trainer. He's getting plenty of support. I thought it worked well enough at the workouts recently, 2 weeks ago, in a 56.5, that this is a field I can't see too many horses coming around it and beating it. So if he can get to the front, I think the $4.80 they offered last night is pretty fair.
Yeah, he's a horse I don't trust. He's a horse that has galloped a few times when I've been on. I know that workout you're referring to because he beat Ulterior Motive in that workout. It's been a strong form race. 480, probably the fair price for him. I thought my value bet was going around in that race, and that was Drum Withers. Zach Butcher aboard, $6.50. Go back and have a look at its run last week. Got home really well in a sprint home behind Silk. Silk came out a week later and won at Auckland. Drum Withers made up 5 lengths. I thought from Barrier 4, it's drawn right beside it's the final countdown, just on an each-way price. Maybe if you're live in the quaddie, have those two in your ticket.
Okay, I know you've been working hard on your website. So for people who want to bet all weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got 4 meetings coming up. What's the way they can get all the Wales tips, not just what we have here on Big Fish, Little Fish? What's the best way to go about that?
Yeah, mate, just go to walesharness.co.nz. Have a look at our monthly special there, $39 for a month. That'll give you probably about 16 meetings. That's around about $2.20 a meeting. Not too bad. Or if you just want to shop for one meeting, probably the 0900 number. Just if you're going to ring once a week, Michael, that's probably the way to go, 0900 900 99.
Good on you, Craig. We'll see you tomorrow as we count down to Addington on Friday night.